Hello, everyone. My name is Michael Gillespie, and this is my action plan. It is based off of the jigsaw method on fifth grade math achievement. This action research plan investigates the impact of the jigsaw method on enhancing fifth grade students' math achievement, specifically in the area of decimals, because all of the students come to me not knowing decimal place value, and we need to know decimal place value in order to move on to other standards. This study aims to address identified issues of low engagement and uneven collaboration among students, ultimately seeking to improve their understanding and performance in math through cooperative learning strategies such as the jigsaw method. So, identifying the problem, there is a low engagement in math. There's also struggles with decimal concepts. Fifth grade students come to me exhibiting significant challenges when tackling math lessons centered around decimals, which include both operations and conceptual understanding. Many students find it hard to grasp decimal place value and perform operations like adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing decimals because they are struggling with foundational understanding. Group activities often reveal a disparity in participation, with confident students overpowering discussions, which leaves the quieter ones or lower performing students less engaged. And I have noticed that some of them like to cause trouble just because they have no clue what's going on, just because they rather not focus on the lesson at all. This low engagement and uneven collaboration result in significant gaps in understanding, impacting students' overall performance in math and their confidence in the subject, which leads them to become disengaged. So, this is just original data that I have conducted. So, I have 48% of my students scoring at or above grade level on a pretest that I had. 50% of them contribute during group activities, which is not much at all. I need more people contributing to the group activities. So, the jigsaw method was first introduced by Aronson and Patno in 1997. The jigsaw method is a cooperative learning strategy designed to enhance student collaboration and foster mutual respect. Research has shown that this method not only improves engagement but also leads to better academic performance among students by allowing them to take ownership of their learning as they become experts in specific topics and share their knowledge with their peers. So, this is some research support that I have. So, research supports that higher test scores uh, are involved with cooperative learning. Turner and Yilmaz in 2021 conducted a study showing that students in cooperative learning environments achieved significantly higher test scores compared to those taught through traditional lecture methods, suggesting that collaborative learning enhances academic performance. Higher peer teaching increases retention. Kim and Lynn 2022 found that peer teaching approaches such as the jigsaw method can improve long-term retention of math concepts by at least 20% compared to traditional teaching methods, which highlights the effectiveness of collaborative learning in reinforcing understanding. Cohen and Lowton 2014 reported that structured collaboration in classrooms leads to increased participation, especially from quieter students, because they have the confidence after talking to their peers. So, this leads to uh, improving group performance and ensuring all voices are heard during the learning process. Research also supports that the social support and self-confidence improves. Johnson & Johnson 2018 found that classrooms employing cooperative learning strategies experience higher levels of social support and self-confidence, especially among struggling learners, which contributes to a positive learning environment. So this is an outline of my action plan. This study will utilize a convenient sample of 22 students from fifth grade students from Hansville Elementary School. The sample comprises a diverse group, including students with varying learning abilities and backgrounds, ensuring a comprehensive understanding of the effects of the jigsaw method on math achievement. This is my assessment tools. I will use a pre and post test assessment. The pre and post test assessment will consist of 8 questions specifically designed to assess students' understanding of decimal place value as well as their ability to perform operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division with decimals using models and procedures. This assessment will help measure any academic gains resulting from the jigsaw method intervention. The student engagement survey will be a 5 question scale survey administered before and after the intervention. It aims to gauge changes in students' motivation, confidence, and participation in math activities, which provides insight for me to see how effective the jigsaw method was. I will also conduct weekly observation notes that will be taken to log collaboration and participation levels among students during group activities. These logs will focus on the quality of interactions and the degree of engagement, offering qualitative data to supplement the quantitative assessments. So, collaborative efforts in implementation. I will be using my instructional coach because the instructional coach plays a crucial role in enhancing the effectiveness of the jigsaw method by reviewing test items to ensure they are valid and aligning with the educational standards. So, my instructional coach meets with me probably 2 times a week, and we discuss the rigor of my assessments. I will also use the special education teacher because the special education teacher provides accommodations that ensure that all my students can participate, which helps me to foster an inclusive classroom environment where every student has the opportunity to engage and learn from their peers. So, on week 1, I'm going to administer a pretest to assess students' baseline understanding of decimal concept and conduct an engagement survey to measure initial levels of motivation and participation. For week 2, I'm going to divide the class into 2 equal groups, ensuring a mix of abilities. One group will use the jigsaw method, which is my experimental, and the other will follow traditional instruction, which is my control. Weeks 3 through 8, both groups will study decimal skills over 6 weeks. The jigsaw group will engage in cooperative learning, while the control group will receive direct instruction. Week 9, I will administer a post test to measure students' understanding of decimal concepts and conduct a final engagement survey to assess changes in motivation and participation after the intervention. So, those were all the steps that I'm going to be implementing for the jigsaw method and traditional instruction in a 5th grade math classroom. So, ensuring the validity, internal and external conditions, I'm going to be using consistent instructional methods, identical assessment tools. I have limited external validity, and I have a lot of research to back my action plan. So, ethical considerations, confidentiality. Student confidentiality will be prioritized by replacing names with ID codes, ensuring that individual data is not disclosed. Only data will be reported to protect student identities. For special population students with an IEP or Tier 2 intervention plans will receive necessary accommodations such as small group instruction and additional time to ensure equal participation in the study. Before initiating the research, the IRB approval will be sought to comply with ethical research standards, ensuring that informed consent is obtained from parents and guardians. Predicted results and expected outcomes. Research by Turner and Yilmaz and Kim and Lin suggests that cooperative learning strategy methods, including the jigsaw method, can enhance academic performance by 10 to 20% within 6 weeks, based on anticipated outcomes. The jigsaw method is projected to show significant improvement in both test scores and student engagement compared to the traditional teaching approach. So this is my projected testing data, jigsaw versus traditional. So 63%. So 63% of the jigsaw group pretest average, or was the average, based on the research that I've collected. 82% of the jigsaw group test post-test average, and the jigsaw group average growth was 19 points. The traditional group pretest average was 64%. The traditional group post-test average was 72%. The traditional group average growth was only 8 points, which means the jigsaw method was better based off of the research. So, someone else conducted a survey that displayed how much their students were engaged. So, this is all the survey data based off of their engagement. All right, so connection to student achievement. Implementing the jigsaw method is anticipated to not only enhance students' grasp of decimal concepts, but also promote collaboration and communication by fostering an environment where students teach and learn from each other. The method is expected to lead to greater academic success and a lasting impact on student confidence and motivation in mathematics. And all of my students need that because most of them do not like math at all. By extending the jigsaw intervention from 6 to 10 weeks, we aim to assess its long term impact on student learning and retention of decimal concepts, which allows for deeper exploration of the material and fostering greater student collaboration over time. So, this is all information that I should be for my future steps that I'm going to do. So I'm also going to incorporate blended learning. Introducing a blended group that incorporates both independent and cooperative learning methods will provide diverse instructional approaches catering to various learning styles and encouraging students to take ownership of their learning while still benefiting from peer support. Conducting student interviews will yield qualitative feedback that can provide insights into their perspectives on engagement and confidence levels, allowing for adjustments to be made based on student experiences and fostering a more responsive learning environment. All right, so my conclusion and implications for teaching. The implementation of the jigsaw method in a fifth grade math classroom has the potential to significantly enhance not only students' understanding of decimals, but also their overall engagement and confidence in mathematics. By fostering a collaborative environment where each student contributes as an expert, educators can address the challenges of uneven participation and low engagement, leading to improved academic outcomes. So that was my presentation for my action plan. Thank you for listening.